Now to IT-Mate, and a group of women living with disabilities could find themselves out of a home pretty soon. Their guardians are struggling to find housing with accessibility, especially with the rising cost of living. IT-Mate's Jasmine Miner learned they're concerned their elderly loved ones could end up on the street.
Yeah, Alexis, in the story, you're going to meet Candy, who has Down syndrome and is living with 3 other women in this home. Candy's brother and guardian says they thought the company would be building a new house for them once their lease ended, but that didn't end up happening. And now they find themselves in a market with high demand for affordable housing, even higher for those with disabilities, but yet very little supply.
It's a home and a family.
Why is she your best friend?
We know each other a long time ago.
But it's something Candy and the 3 other ladies here will lose soon.
We've been here 5 years, received a letter from the company that owns the house. There's been leasing it to us that they were not going to renew the lease at the end of May.
David Skillman is the legal guardian for his sister Candy.
Yeah.
I threw it in the trash. So no other means of housing for the 4 adults that are here. So they're basically on the street, and we have to try to find housing for them.
Terebinth Group, who owns the home, sent the 60-day notice to vacate the property. The company says they specifically provide services for the intellectual and developmental disabilities community and work through healthcare service providers to create a provider-controlled setting. But they decided to give this home to new tenants. Terebinth Group gave this statement to IT-Mate, explaining, in accordance with our lease and established lines of communication in a provider-controlled setting, Terebinth sent a formal notice of non-renewal to the healthcare service provider. Before sending a formal notice, Terebinth provided informal notice of non-renewal to the tenant's healthcare service provider. This is a standard practice in the industry.
Besides the prices being in the $300,000 range, they're selling in a day or two. So it's really difficult to try to find something, even that we could get and try to modify them.
Let's say if you need to construct or modify your bathroom so that you have a step-in shower, it can be minimum $15,000.
Deborah McCarty is executive director of Back Home in Indiana Alliance. She says 75% of the homes in Indiana are single-family housing. Less than a quarter of that provide basic access, things like wider hallways, wheelchair ramps, gems found in this home.
Approximately 90,000 elderly are living in poverty. People may or may not have experienced disability within their family or have friends or whatnot, but we all age, right? And we all have experience at some point with our elders in our own families.
It's a love for a sister.
We try to get her. Stop.
Making the stress and the deadline that much more daunting.
If they believe in what they say, then either walk the walk. As you know, actions speak louder than words.
Well, after IT-Mate reached out to Terebinth Group Company, I should say, they have told me they are now helping to assist in finding a new home for Candy and her roommates. Even though they did say they already found new tenants for the home, they are willing to extend the move-out date to make sure the current tenants are taken care of. I'm Jasmine Miner for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.